I'm in the studio right now with Charli XCX. I love to catch up with Charli because she's probably one of the most honest people that I get to speak to in my job. So let's start with, how are you?
I'm good.
Feels like a very loaded question. How are you, Charli?
Therapy with Julie.
How are you doing?
I'm good. Today I'm good. Yeah, I feel...
I love that you added in today.
Well, you know.
Today, I'm good.
There's ups and downs, isn't there? I was not doing great a couple of weeks ago. I posted a video of me crying on Instagram. It was a real new low.
Did you?
I did.
Why were you crying?
I'm a pretty positive person, but I'm also quite emotionally volatile. And this particular day, I was just comparing myself. I was like, I'm not good enough. I was in one of them.
Okay, so now we need to work out how to not get there again.
I think it's just about positive vibes, but also knowing when you're in the spiral, it's not real. The next day after my Instagram breakdown, I was oh, that was so stupid. I had perspective. I just kind of needed to purge my emotions. But when you're in the moment of something, you feel it. It's so real. It's like anything, any online type of drama. It's like when you're in the moment, it's like, oh my God, this is the realest thing. My life is over. How am I going to come back from this? And then 24 hours later, the world moves on. Something else has happened.
Yep.
You've moved on.
Yep.
I
saw that video of you showing us around your house. Your house is mad, bro.
Thanks. In a good way?
In a very good way.
Great. Okay.
Where are you from again originally? Where was
Hertfordshire.
Describe Hertfordshire and the version of you that you were when you were living in Hertfordshire. What was that vibe?
I was definitely sort of the kind of weird kid at school. I had friends, for sure.
Yes.
But my dad was very much always encouraging me to be different for this, just for the sake of it, which I think is good advice. But sometimes when you're young and you get that advice and you really go for it, it does lead to some quite problematic craziness.
Yeah.
So I was wearing kind of two different shoes.
Did that? That's fine.
I would use face paint instead of makeup.
Okay.
So I'd have one blue eye and one neon pink eye, and I'd draw swirls all over my face. I never brushed my hair. So I looked crazy. I looked really mad.
What were you into? What was the thing that you were I'm so happy I get to do this today? Was it school? Was it going to your friend's house?
I actually did like school. I really liked art.
Yeah.
And I made a lot of really weird video art. Bad video art. I went and bought 25 burgers from Burger King, and then I stood in my underwear in the bathtub and put Pond de Floor by Major Lazer. I know. I put Pond de Floor by Major Lazer was playing, and I rubbed all the burgers all over my body, and then I handed it in as my final exam piece, and I was like, this is performance art. And yeah, I got an A.
Bruv, you're chatting.
So
are you lying?
No.
How old were you?
Probably 17.
Who cleaned the bathtub after?
My mum
No
was just
way.
my mum was just what are you doing? What is this?
What was the metaphor behind rubbing 25 burgers on your body to Pond the Floor by Major Lazer?
If I had to guess, it's probably about consumption.
Okay.
Consumerism. And oh God, I literally don't know. I think I told Diplo that, and he was just
cool.
He was what? What?
Making Diplo say what?
Yeah, he was just
a hard
he was
feat.
bro, that's super weird, Charlie, or something. I don't know.
So that's Charli in Hertfordshire.
Yes.
Fast forward to Charli in LA. What's your vibe now?
I'm in the bathtub every day, in and out,
with
baby.
In-N-Out burgers.
Yeah. My vibe now. I still will get a little bit weird sometimes, but I definitely haven't danced around in food for a while. When I'm in LA, I'm really creative all the time.
Okay.
That is why I love it so much. I can work with people every single day if I want to in LA, and I love to write and work. I was actually talking to Christine and the Queens about this. She was like, I love that you can come here and talk about work all the time. And I was like, me too. But everybody else I know says that as a bad thing. Everyone's like, no one here shuts up about work.
Yeah, no one's on holiday.
And for me and her, it's I think that's why we clicked so well. We're both kind of workaholics, and we just want to be on and
right.
thinking about oh, we could do this with this and blah, blah, blah. We're never just oh, shall we just
sit
chill
by the
out?
pool.
No way. No, we're only sitting by the pool if we're gonna shoot a music video by the pool, So yeah.
I haven't told you this to your face.
What?
Gone is, bruv.
Do you like it?
Yo.
Oh, great.
Jeez.
I like it too. It's one of my best, isn't it?
That tune is hard.
Thanks,
Yeah.
man. Thank you.
When I first heard it, I was like, I can't tell if this is like a Charli XCX song with Christine on it or like a Christine song with Charli on it.
That's kind of what I've tried to do with this record as a whole, because there are a lot of features on it. And, you know, I really love all of the artists who are on the album, obviously. I mean, they're so inspiring to me and so unique and uniquely them. But I never want it to feel like they're being taken out of their world.
Yeah.
You know, I never want them to feel like they have to like write something Charlie-ish.
Right.
I want to really just like make it feel like two people uniting. And with Chris, we just have really great chemistry. Like it's very, very easy for us to create anything together because I think we're both very inspired by each other, and just, I don't know, she has this like passion for what she does in such a kind of true and aggressive way, in a great way. And I think I also have that. Honestly, most people on the album are people who are friends of mine.
Okay.
For example, like Kim and I, we know each other really well.
Right.
Like Haim and I, like ever since I've been going to LA, I've been like, oh, hello, Haim. Like, you know, and we've got to really know each other.
Yeah.
Sky and I, we kind of like came up together at the same time. Like Troy, obviously, I know very well.
Mm-hmm.
So there, yes, like I feel, I mean, Brooke Candy was like the first person I ever did a feature with. Like, so yeah, I know these people and they kind of feel like such a vital part of my creative process.
Yeah.
And collaboration is so important to me. And you know, this album, it's my album, but it wouldn't be what it is without them. So I feel really like thankful that they're a part of it.
I love talking to you about your past catalogue because you make the face of like, oh, Julie, I don't want to talk about my old songs. When you look back at Charli, is it going to feel like, oh man, why did I make that? Or is it going to feel like, oh my gosh, that was when I finally made my music?
I think it's definitely going to be the latter. I mean, I really feel from 2016 onwards, I feel like I've been making music that only I could make.
Mm-hmm.
Since then, I've been like increasingly more and more confident in like the decisions that I'm making. And when I look back at Pop 2, which I still listen to all the time,
And you should, it's hard.
I'm like, oh, I would change nothing about this. Like I love every single moment of this mixtape. And I feel really proud, and I feel like it still sounds very futuristic. And I think I'll feel the same way about Charli, because this is such a overused line, sorry, but
Go on, do it.
This is my most personal album.
Come on!
Yeah, you know, and I really do. It is for me though, because I talk about relationships and parties quite a lot, but I've spoken about like my mental health and going back to like the crying on Instagram kind of thing. Like there are a lot of moments like that during the making of this record where we kind of were able to really like capture that emotion after something like that had just happened, because the way that AG and I collaborate is very spontaneous. We don't like premeditate things. We don't think like, oh, we need this song, we've got this lyric. It's very much like in the room, like record the idea, go with the first one. I think I'll always be proud of this album, and I think it will stand the test of time. Am I going to say that?
That's got bars.
Yeah, I just think it's really good, Julie. You know, that's the thing. It's just really good. Yeah, I believe in it a lot.
Charli,
yeah.
thanks, babes.
Thank you, babes.
This has been a pleasure.
As always.
I wish I was dressed for the occasion.
You look great.
I kind of am. I'm wearing burger slippers, which I feel is very Charli.
You win. Like that wins everything.
And it's a vegan burger.
Great.